This is the point where you've basically cleaned all the, you've done your coupon, you've come into the customer, you said, hey, we've got coupon finished. Can I have a moment of your time? I need to go over some things with you. When I do it, I always ask the customer for a moment of their time. You don't want to just go up to them with it and start trying to go over it. You have to always ask them, can I have a moment of your time? Or is there something I need to go over with you real quick? However you want to get into it. But you basically start off, I'm going to go through the estimate and then we're going to do the clock in. Sir, you have a total of 10 vents, 2 returns, you have 5 main lines on a single system home. Your coupon is going to cover 10 vents, 1 return, and 1 main line. You have no additional vents because they're all covered under the coupon. It's a 10 vent coupon, obviously. Mm-hmm. You have 1 additional return because you have a total of 2. Mm-hmm. An additional return is going to be $15. And when I get into the pricing, I don't go each individual pricing. So if they had like 20, say they had 20 cold air returns, I wouldn't be like $15 for each return. I would say, hey, you have 15 extra returns at $15 each. It's how you say the numbers. Or I'm not going to come over here and say, hey, you have $235 worth of extra cold air returns. Right. I'm just going to say what they are.
Don't say the total.
Even with the vents, I'm only going to say what each vent is, per vent. And then when it comes to the main lines, you just let the customers know the main lines are the biggest part of the duct system. The coupon includes 1 of them. We went ahead and did the first main line for free. The other main line is going to cost you, additionally $84 each. You have a total of 3 additional mains. Once you clean the mains and all the vents, normally your cleaning is going to last 3 to 5 years. If you only do just the vents in one of the main lines, whatever's in the other main lines, eventually it's just going to recirculate. So the time of the cleaning is not going to be as long. We do need to put 1 access point in your system. Your system's 20 years old. It's never been cleaned out before. It's never been accessed. All that duct work has never been cleaned. So in order for us to clean it, we need to put an access point in there. $25. You do get 1 where we already cleaned the first free main line. It comes with that for free. We do need to charge you for 1 extra since you have an extra main line. Once it's finished, you'll never have to pay to do that again. That's permanent. All they ever do is if they ever clean your ducts again, they're going to go back to that same access and use it again. And you can use it for an inspection point if you ever want to check yourself. Your air handler is the most important part of your system. That's what moves all the air. If your unit's not clean, it's not running right, and basically what happens if you turn your thermostat on a certain temperature and your blower's not clean, it's just going to constantly run until it satisfies the thermostat. What happens when your blower constantly runs? Runs your heating cooling bill up a lot.
Okay, that's why it's running.
Yeah, so a lot of times during the winter, and when it's your peak year winter or peak summer, you ever notice how your bill's like really high and your unit seems to be running all the time?
Yes.
Well, when they're dirty, that's what happens. You have a 1/4 horsepower or an 1/8 horsepower electric engine that's weighted down. The fan has 120 some blades on it, and once you put enough weight on that, it's going to slow the motor down. Over time, sorry, I'm spitting on you. Sorry, sir, I'm spitting on you.
It's okay.
I like to spit on my customers because I figure I'll put my DNA on you. You'll be part of me when I finish this, okay?
That's for Joe.
But basically what we're going to do is I want to take the blower out, disassemble it, get it cleaned. I don't think that's ever been done.
Take them out?
Oh, yeah, you have to. If you've never seen anybody clean them, if they don't take it out and clean it, they're not doing it the right way. So we take the blower out, disassemble it, clean it. That should be done every couple years regardless, but you need to have your blower inspected at least every 2 or 3 years anyhow, because if it breaks, it's $4,000 or $5,000 to replace a furnace. And to clean it's a lot cheaper. So I'm going to recommend cleaning the air handler out. It's $250 to get that done today. The only part that doesn't include is the AC, which is the AC coils, the outside condenser. What we do with that is the AC coils has to have airflow to give you cold air. When your AC the coils are blocked or they're dirty, it can't work that way. So what happens is the air goes around them and all that freon getting pumped through the coils gets turned into moisture. And all that moisture in there is what gives you mold and mildew. And that's why a lot of the mold and mildew you see in the vents is over condensation from your AC coils. That's why all this rust is in there. Then what happens is it starts rusting the coils down and they'll get a hole in them eventually. Then that's when people always say, well, I have to refill my coils all the time or keep putting freon in them because they have a hole in it or a leak. And it's usually due to wear or not servicing them. So and then when I go through this, it depends on the customer how well in detail I'm getting. You know what I mean? If it's a customer that knows all about this stuff, I would just be like, hey, we need to clean the blower, take it out, disassemble it. We also need to clean the AC coils. But if they don't know anything about it, and I'm going to explain to them what we're doing. The AC coils, we're going to basically clean those off. We're going to clean the drain pan. We're going to clean out the drain line because what happens when they get dirty, that drain line gets blocked and there's a pan that holds all the water. A lot of times if it gets backed up, it's going to overflow. And if it's in your attic, it's going to drip down into your ceiling, which you get water spots. And if it's in your crawl space, it can flood your crawl, or you have a pool of water that's going to cause mold to grow. So I want to go ahead and get all the system cleaned out. As far as getting mold and mildew out of the system. Your system's never been clean. There's a lot of growth in there due to the fact that the AC's never been touched. The ducts have never been clean. We can't clean out mold, mildew, fungus, germs, bacteria, so I want to treat those. I'm going to put a sanitizer in there. It's going to kill all the germs, bacteria, dust mites. It's going to give you about 75 to 80% cleaner air coming back out than what you're breathing right now. Once we put it in there, we give you a 2-year warranty on it. If you feel like it's not working or you put it in there and it just seems like it's not doing anything, we'll come back out and do it for free, or we'll give your money back on it.
Okay.
It doesn't kill mold or mildew. The only thing it kills is germs, bacteria, and dust mites. Mold and mildew is its own category. You do have a substantial amount of that in there just because it's never been touched. Every home has mold and mildew.
I've noticed.
But your crawl's in the attic, or your system's in the crawl. It's very moist down there. There's also no vapor barrier. And without a vapor barrier, that moisture level is what causes the ducts to sweat. You get a lot of mold problems. It causes the flex ducts to fall apart.
The smell.
Yeah, there's supposed to be a plastic under there, and that blocks everything. We'll talk about that later. Anyhow, the mildicide is basically something else I want to put in there. It's going to kill mold, mildew, and fungus. Sanitizer kills the germs. We want to put also mildicide in there. And all this does, it's strictly for mold, mildew, and fungus. It will kill 100% of anything on contact. It's basically a mildistat is what it's called. Okay. Once it's put in, it stays residual for 6 months. It'll stay killing whatever's in there. And then, like I said, it has a 2-year warranty, just like the sanitizer. Mold, it takes a while for it to come back and completely, grow like how you have it. It's taken a lot of time for it to get to this point. But if we put this mildicide in there, it's going to stop. Once we finish putting the treatments in there,